There is so much music out in the world, so that's why I'm reviewing a new album every single day. And today is going to be The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars by David Bowie. This is his massive hit album from 1972 that a lot of people would say is by far his best project, and it is pretty much the unanimous pick for most David Bowie fans for his best album. But I would actually disagree. While I do think this album is great, I do think it is a little bit overhyped. I think that there are a couple misses on here, like It Ain't Easy and Soul Love, which I just don't think are all too great. Soul Love, I just think doesn't really fit into the project as much, and I think It Ain't Easy is a bit of a slow burn, and the payoff towards the end of the track just doesn't, to me, feel super satisfying. It feels like it just drags on for a little bit too long. But most of the other tracks are great. I love the title track, Ziggy Stardust, the outro, Rock and Roll Suicide. Of course, Moon Age Daydream is a hit, as it is one of his biggest songs to ever be released from him. I really like the intro, 5 Years. I think that his vocal timbre and the emotion that he puts into the song while he's singing is fantastic, and there's just so much emotion in his voice in that intro. I think it's definitely one of the most underrated songs from him, and especially on this project, I would say. Suffrage City is also great. This is kind of like one of those projects where you hear it and you're like, yeah, this is great. It has a lot of, acknowledgments for a reason. But like I said, personally, I think it's just a little bit overhyped. I don't, of his projects, this is not one I revisit too much. Maybe in the future I'll talk about the ones that I do. But, yeah, pretty decent. Of course, still great listen. And I know, especially probably for the time, it really, it rocked the world. But in the context of his entire discography, I think he did have some higher highs later on. I would rate my personal enjoyment for this project at about an 83%. I know that's low. I know a lot of people would say, that's crazy and that's a perfect project, but it is what it is. If you have an album that you think I should be in the future, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one.